I spoke with some of the leading B2B influencer marketers who are investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into influencer marketing. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing the top B2B influencer marketing trends that they predict will yield the highest ROI in 2026. In D2C, a lot of brands collaborate with influencers for product launches. So for example, MKBHD partnered with Ridge to do his own collection of gear. And similarly, Dunkin' Donuts collaborated with a TikTok star to launch an exclusive drink called the Charlie. But we've never seen a B2B brand do a feature release in collaboration with an influencer.
You see this being done in B2C right now, like where people are coming out with brands and partnerships like Selena Gomez and like the Tahine brand. There's partnerships happening like that all the time in B2C. So how can we bring a partnership with a creator that's like really influential in our space and partner with them on content that we're creating or like even a new product release?
I'll give you a slightly more concrete example. Let's say that you want to do a collab with Zaria, the head of social at DoorDash. So you could ask her for what features she wants. And maybe she wants something like a magic style editor. So maybe it takes your video clip and then it gives you like 5 different edits in different styles. So maybe you have like a funny style, a serious style, a style that involves kittens, I don't know. But then you could release that feature with Zaria, and a benefit of this is that it actually forces you to only release features that your customers actually want. When I asked these influencer marketers about their top performing content from 2025, most influencer marketers agreed that comedic skit content was by far the most impactful. So to give you an idea of what skit content looks like, here's an example from Storylane.
You'd like to see a demo of our products. See the product. Okay, hold your horses, okay? Slow down there, Sally. Let me talk you through how this is going to work. First, some questions. When would you like to see our product? Today, today. I've got someone on the phone who wants to see our product today.
And for the record, Storylane has driven about 700,000 impressions with this strategy. Now, is this content actually effective at driving sales? Well, their head of brand did say that they had their best sales period ever during the period that they were doing these promotions. So Nicole from SEMrush also said that they're currently doing partnerships with some meme accounts.
It has been one of I think one of ours was the organic Zero Boost, and it hit like 3-point-something million, almost 4 million. And it was just all organic, which is wild.
I think that the key to actually making this edutainment content work is assuring that it's essentially like an inside joke that only your ideal avatar would understand. That way, you're getting their attention, and even if they just start following you because they thought that your content was funny, well, at least now you have their attention, so you can later introduce them to your product itself. Another trend for 2026 is creators partnering with brands to build community. So, for example, Slate has a Slack channel for social media managers, and they partner with influencers to hold like webinars, AMAs, and even workshops.
I'm thinking more like, how can we integrate them into our community, and what does that look like to not just have them make posts for us or make content on our behalf, but actually like integrate them into like what we're already doing community-wise.
But I suspect that in 2026, community building is going to go far beyond just like guest lectures. I think that it's going to turn into interactive content, or essentially like coaching sessions with experts. So Say What, a LinkedIn writing tool, is actually an excellent example of this. So when you purchase the tool, you're given access to a private community, and the private community is run by a popular LinkedIn creator. Now inside, you can publish your post and get feedback from the community, and you can also attend live trainings where Will, one of LinkedIn's top creators, will provide feedback on your profile and content. Another trend is the rise of niche relevant creators. So influencer marketers are realizing that often smaller creators produce a much better ROI, probably because they have deeper trust with their audience and a lot more niche expertise. So for example, Alex from Perspective said that some of their most profitable sponsorships come from a YouTube channel that averages just like 500 views per video. And Akshaya from Storylane said that niche influencers are really key to their success. Now, unfortunately, finding niche creators can be difficult because, well, they're niche and therefore aren't as broadly known. But one way that you can easily find niche creators is by using a platform like Favicon. I want a list of B2B SaaS demand generation specialists who speak English and have at least 5,000 followers but no more than 50,000 on LinkedIn, and they're currently active. As you can see, I found a few niche creators who are a really great fit, and you can always further adjust your search using the filters over here. The next influencer marketing trend is leveraging influencer marketing to build SEO authority. So I'm not sure if you've checked in on your friends from the SEO department lately, but they've had a really rough time because Google search traffic is significantly declining. So they're trying to find other ways to capture more relevant traffic. And video content targeting relevant keywords is one great solution. But obviously, creating an entire video marketing department just isn't realistic for most brands. So instead, a lot of brands are partnering with YouTubers to create content targeting those relevant keywords. And Hootsuite's a great example of this. So they partnered with this creator, and the sponsored video now ranks in both Google's video results as well as in YouTube's search results for that target keyword. And Sarah Adam of Wix also stated that SEO is a key KPI that they're tracking with their influencer efforts. And it isn't just for Google keywords. LLMs like ChatGPT also look at how frequently a brand is cited across the web when they're determining which products and services to recommend to their users. And one way to get more mentions across the web is influencer marketing. In fact, Igor, the influencer marketing manager at Ahrefs, shared that Ahrefs' most frequently mentioned product in LLMs like ChatGPT also happens to be the product that they promote the most in their influencer marketing campaigns.
Patrick Stocks, our SEO advisor, he did a research checking which of our products appear the most in LLM answers, and Ahrefs Webmaster Tools coincidentally was the most popular one. So that is the product that LLMs mentioned the most. And that is the product that was mostly used in these partnerships campaigns. So I think it's obviously impossible to say if that's the reason, but the correlation is there.
Another trend we'll probably see a lot more of is in real life events. So for example, Zapier hosted a retreat in Zion National Park for the top 20 AI creators. And live events work really well because, for one thing, you're actually providing value to the creators themselves, because they get to network with one another. And when your brand is essentially the catalyst for those relationships, they're a lot more likely to remember your brand and just talk about it organically with their friends. But there are two other main value adds as well. So first, it allows Zapier to kind of stay on the cutting edge of AI and other industry trends. And secondly, they get great customer feedback by understanding how customers actually use the product. So those are my top B2B influencer marketing trends that are really critical for 2026. But if you want to see a full breakdown of how to actually execute on these trends, then be sure to check out this video where I break down real examples of outstanding B2B influencer marketing campaigns like this one that turned $12,000 in spend into $1.1 million in pipeline.